how to have no recoil on the MP7 and on how to break the gun. So anyways, let's get into the setup that I recommend. I definitely recommend a monitor that helps with the recoil. I recommend it like a 20 to 24 inch monitor. I use an Asus 24 inch personally. And then for recoil and stuff like that, you want to make sure you have on like a Control Freak or something similar, and I have one on my right stick. It's concave down, extended up like that. And then I recommend like paddles. That helps a lot with aim, so you don't have to take your right hand off the aim stick, or run like stick and move, claw grip, or something like that. I use a Scuff Impact personally. That's what I use. So the best settings, guys, are right here. You want to make sure you use flip. That helps a lot. A low sensitivity to control the recoil, 5.5. To control it even better, you could do 0.90. That helps. I just use 1.0. Definitely want to have vibration off. That helps with aiming, dynamic aim response, and then standard aim assist. That helps a lot. And then there's the rest of my settings. If you want to copy them real quick, I'll just quickly go through them. So anyways, guys, that's really all for the settings. And let me just show you the best class sub that I recommend for the MP7. So take all those off. Okay, so what you want to have on for recoil wise is the compensator or the muzzle brake. It's just personal preference. For SMGs, I usually put on muzzle brake and then compensator for the assault rifles, but it's just your personal opinion on what you want. Why does it have two? Okay, there we go. So it just depends. It could either be that or that if you want to control recoil. I recommend that though. And then you always want to put on a Commando foregrip. I put that on every gun, and that helps with the recoil a lot. And you can see the stats are already going up a lot. And here's where you can kind of change a little bit. So always put on this one with the most range. It would be, I think, let me look. Definitely that one. So you always want to have that one on. And then there's like two things you can do right here. So to have even better recoil management, you can throw in a grip, but I don't even use a grip, to be honest with you. But you can. The one I recommend for best recoil would be that one. As you see, the control and accuracy are both boosted at the stats. But I recommend, I would just put on a laser, and you can put on either the 5mm or the tac. I put on the tac. So it's just personal preference. And then I put on the stock, which is the ultralight. That's what I recommend. And you can see at the bottom left, everything goes up. There's no bad stats. But if you want to get even better recoil management, put on that grip I just told you. So anyways, guys, that's what I put on the MP7, and let's get right into how to have no recoil with the MP7 in Modern Warfare. And also, I recommend, to practice having no recoil is to go on a free-for-all, unlimited time, radar on, and bots 11 recruit. That's what I recommend. And then do whatever map you want, like a small map. That's what I do to practice my recoil management. Alright guys, so the main way on how to have no recoil on the MP7 is first you guys want to learn the recoil pattern of the gun. And what I do is, the best way to do this is, guys, is just shoot at a wall without touching it and just look at the recoil pattern. So let's go ahead and do that. So you see, I'll go ahead and shoot at the wall. I won't touch anything, and then see what it does. And the great thing about the MP7, guys, is that it's pretty vertical recoil, and that's what you want on a gun. When it's horizontal, you can't really control that as much, but when it's vertical, all you have to do is hold down. So let me just kill these people. So as you see, it's up and to the right. And what you guys want to do is you want to do the opposite of that recoil. So let's go right back over there, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So what you want to do is, you see the recoil, you want to do the exact opposite of it to make it go back to 0. Because if you do the opposite of it, it's going to just even out. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you. So let me just, okay, he's not coming. So I'm just going to hold down and to the left like that. And then I just want to keep it steady when I'm doing it. So it's like, it kind of looks like this. And I didn't even pull down that hard on it. And you see it's already a laser. And you just want to do it like a firm grip and then just hold it there like that. And you see it's literally a laser, guys. I mean, look at that. It's not moving at all. and you can beam people long range. You see, look at those 3 dots right there. Oh my gosh, it went from that to that. So that's kind of what I'm talking about when you want to that's the best way on how to control the recoil of this gun. And you can do this by shooting bots a lot. That helps. Like I said, you can do these settings and just go on bots in custom games and shoot a lot of bots and just practice doing that recoil. And then if you have a control for recoil, that also helps a lot too. So the next tip I have is well, it's actually kind of a mini tip, is you can try going in ground war and try shooting at people long distance, because if you can get long distance gunfights down, guys, and beam them accurately, it's going to help improve your recoil. So that's also another way you can practice the recoil of the gun. But in general though, this recoil isn't too extreme on this gun, and you can just beam with it almost anywhere. So it's really a fun gun to use that I enjoy using a lot, to be honest with you. So the next tip I have on having good recoil is making sure you hit your first shot, and this kind of goes with centering. So I think I just made a video on this, or I may post it before or after this video, I don't know. But what centering is where you keep the middle of your crosshairs, the white circle where you think enemies are going to be, and you want to keep it around chest high level. And when you do this, you're going to see enemies, or not see enemies, but it's going to make your aim a lot better, because all you have to do is you have to just aim on the enemy, since you're already going to be, aiming at them with the white circle. You don't have to like snap onto them or anything like that. So if you have good centering and hit your first shot, that's a big deal. For some reason, when you hit your first shot, it makes the recoil much easier to control, because that's just how the aim assist works in this game. If you shoot, and you can practice it, if you shoot like this and then go on an enemy, it's gonna be harder to control the recoil. If you just hit him with your first shot instead, it's way easier to control it. So that's just something I found out that works in this game. And then another tip too is to make sure you strafe when you shoot. For some reason, when you're strafing just a little bit and then you're shooting, it makes your aim just so much better, and your recoil management so much easier. So I highly recommend doing that. And don't just stand still like that, just move just a little bit. And you want to strafe a little bit when you move anyway, so just keep that in the back of your mind, and you can just really beam people. Like, look at that. I mean, that is insane. Just like add a little bit of a strafe to your shot like that, and you can just fry kids. And so for the last tip, it's kind of like the first one. Just don't be afraid of the gun, and just really hold down hard on the controller. That's the main thing with the MP7. If you just hold down really hard, you don't have to hold, like, I know it's like diagonal left you're supposed to. I mean, you can do that. I mainly just hold straight down. And when you do that, guys, it's just a laser. You just want to hold it down and then just keep it there. That's really what I do. So I just immediately hold down and then I just keep it steady, and it will not move. And you don't be afraid of it, and just really hold down, and you'll be able to beam people. And a great way to practice too is to go in ground war, so you can practice long range or go into a custom game. And then also another mini tip is to watch how pros play, and watch pros who use this gun, or good players who use this gun, and just by watch them and their recoil, it's going to make your recoil so much better. I don't know why that is, but I know, like, I remember Black Ops 4 when I used to watch Dashy, and he had no recoil in his Maddox, and then I used to play, I don't know, it helped my recoil a lot just by seeing him. I don't know what it is, but it may not help you, but it may. So just keep that in your head. So anyways, guys, I may throw up some gameplay after this, showing it in action. And anyways, hope you all enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like and sub if you're new. And I'm out, man. Peace. Let me be one more person, and I'm gonna dip on y'all. Oh, that was bad aim. But anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.